Before James Cameron made us emotionally attached to the door, before Night to Remember becoming the golden standard of Titanic films, there was A Night in Ice, or Noct in Ice, a silent film released in 1912. Yes, the same year that Titanic was sunk. But here's the question: how does it still hold up today? Well, let's just say, just like the ship itself, it doesn't hold up afloat too well. Now, let's give some credit where it's due. It was one of the first Titanic films ever made, if not the first. Not only is it a piece of cinema history, it was produced by Germany, released months after the disaster, meaning it was likely rushed to capitalize on the public interest. Considering how little time they had to research anything, it's not a wonder how the film plays fast and loosely with the facts. Think about it. It was 1912, no internet, no deep dive documentaries, and barely any survivor interviews haven't been published yet. So the film wasn't exactly aiming for heroism, it was aiming for ticket sales. So how's the film? Well, it's silent, not just because it's a silent film, because there's not much substance behind the spectacle. First, the acting. Look, I know silent film acting is naturally dramatic, a lot of waving arms and over-top expressions. But some of these are next level ridiculous, or even say redonkulous. At times, the bad paratime performance of the ship sinking. Oh, speaking of that, let's talk about the ship sinking. You expect a little bit of panic, right? Nope. Most of the passengers look like they're waiting in line for a bakery rather than a sinking ship. I guess I'll board the ship then. Then there's the effects. Give them some credit. They tried, but the ship sinking looks like as menacing as a toy boat in a bathtub. Even from 1912, that wasn't exactly cutting edge cinema. So how accurate is it? Short answer, not very. The film portrays the Titanic sinking with some glaring mistakes. First off, the officers' uniforms may look like they borrowed from a high school play. Then there is some weird moments where the ship appears to be sailing to an ice field rather than striking a single iceberg. And for some reason, the passengers seem way too casual about the our whole ship is sinking situation. Meanwhile, historical records told us there was chaos that broke out once people realized the severity of the disaster. And we'll speak about facts. The film barely acknowledges the true scale of the disaster. It's just kind of ends. No deep emotional impact, no focus on individual stories, just a quick conclusion as if everything's fine. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. So, is Night in Ice worth watching? If you're a hardcore Titanic history buff or a silent film enthusiast, maybe. But for average viewer, not so. It's historical fascinating, but cinematically weak between wooden performances, outdated effects, and lack of emotional depth. It's hard to recommend, so I'm giving it a 3 out of 10. A relic of a time, but you not would likely revisit.